What's up, Dave? How you doing? What's going on, everyone? Gotta go into work before I go. Take the dog. You just seen one of his buddies out here. Met one of his dog friends. Over here, Manton Ave, Chalkstone, CVS, the Wendy's over there. Just taking the dog for a walk. Hey, what's up, MRH? How's it going, dude? Gotta go into the store too. It's friggin' very muggy over here. Very, very muggy. I'm gonna take you in the store for a second. The sun's in my eyes, so I can't see the chat again. I only see an MR. I can't see no one yet. Come on. Hi, assalamu alaikum. Sybil, what's up? Jason, Greg, Per, how's it going? A minute. Yes, please. Halloween's coming. We'll be here in Craig, what's up, Craig? How's it going? Oh, thank you very kindly. You have a great day. Ciao. It's beautiful out. Muggy though, but still real nice. He just seen his dog friend. Hold on, let me go in the shade so I can see this phone and comments. It's the only bad thing. No, that was in July. On the bottom it said re-upload. A few people thought that was my mother's birthday's in July. I'm re-uploading a lot of. Hold on a minute. Fucking bike. I'm re-uploading a lot of my like IRL walking around, my feast content. I'm uploading a lot of that to my other channel, and I wanted to get some stuff I did with my mother. Sharon, thank you. But my mother's birthday is in July. She appreciates it though, and I will see her later today, and she will bingo it up. Jason, what's up? But no, that was in July. I put it on the description, re-upload from July. I should have put it in the title though, but what are you gonna do? Double Agent Petrarca Loman Canarsie. I did see that Fibby thing, and that was pathetic, but that's just what he did. The flip-flop and weirdo stuff, but hatred and lying and co-signing government lies. That's what these psychos do though. But nice day over here. I got somebody bringing me a good book they found later. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a book about the Wampanoag and Plymouth Colony, and also Roger Williams and the Providence Plantations Colony. So I'm looking to that. Per, what's up? Is autumn coming to you? It just started here in Sweden. Not yet, brother. It's not yet, and God bless Sweden. Not yet. Brooklyn, what's up, dude? Ladybug, how's it going? How you feeling, man? You got to the hospital. How you feeling? Sharon, how you doing? Griggs, if I missed anybody, I'm blind. MRH, Scottish Dab, oi, oi, oi. Brody, what's up, bro? How's it going? Hold on a second. It's hard to, see that. I can't do it right now. Fuck. Let me type again. Yeah, put out the bird feeder. Is that what attracting that bear? I'm pretty fascinated with that bear. That bear is a humongous, scary-looking bastard. I'm sure your husband and your family have like a shotgun, I'm sure, right? But and you're aware not to go out there and throw. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? That guy's a good cook right there. Good cook. He's a good dude right there. What I was gonna say, that bear is fucking enormous. I know it's a black bear and stuff. That thing is fucking scary looking, man. I would not want to come out of my house 2, 3 in the morning and see that son of a bitch out there. That's for sure. Especially how that gets his lights in the eye, his eyes light up. David, how's it going, man? He goes after the feeder. They have incredible senses of smell, bears, so they can pick up scents from so far away, and they're very smart, so they know where to come to eat certain little seeds and little bird feeding things. Or maybe they come and you lure Sharon unwittingly lures the birds to their death by a bear, probably. Maybe he waits for the little birds and other animals to come around and eat those seeds, and he devours them. All I know is that guy's pretty intimidating, that bear. When I think how many videos you post to him? 3 or 4 so far, maybe 3. And man, I always go back. I just look at that, the way he walks, the muscles and his and the power in his neck. I would not want to get bit on the leg. Rat Trap, what's up, man? I would not want to get bit anywhere by a bear like that. Any bear. That thing would shred. Ever see the movie The Edge with Alec Baldwin, Claudia Schiffer, and Anthony Hopkins? Great movie. Anthony M, what's up, bro? How's it going? Great movie. And it's a bit grizzly in that one, though. My point of beers. Yeah, we're still having our Indian summer over here in Providence, Manton Avenue, Chalkstone. We're still having our Indian summer in Providence. You know, we have the bears that come into the city. Oh, yeah, they go into dumpsters and eat out of dumpsters and stuff. That's right. That's right. The bears will do that also. Yeah, you're going to think their land is being taken away. Right? When Roger Williams first settled this city, and this little village right here, Manton Village, goes back to the 1600s. When he settled this city, do you know how much woods and wild land was around here? Wooded areas, White Boy Summer, Digging Ripper. Do you know how much land was around here for them? And we're in the heart of Providence right here. And the biggest wooded area we got probably, well, over here is over there. And we got a bum community living in there, homeless community. I want to be rude to them, but except the guy who drops needles everywhere in litters. But the land has gone away, so what do? They're going to come into the areas where they can get food and go into the garbages. You know, that's just what they're going to do. We have the bears come and chase the thing, yes. Yeah. Yeah, they're no joke, man. I can't come in this fucking sun. I can't see you guys. Andiamo. Can't see you guys over there. If I don't sit in the shade, I can't read the chat. Why am I someone not even Yahoo? Yeah, let me tell you. This area, I like the local history above all. I've been watching and listening to a lot of the colonial Roger Williams' first dealings with the Narragansett and the Wampanoags, and very fascinating stuff. I haven't read it in years. I used to study him years ago in my 20s for a while, but I haven't checked it out in years. And he was a brave man, and he was a man ahead of his time, centuries above his time, where the English crown didn't even like him. He actually, do you know Roger Williams went to school with Oliver Cromwell, and he was friends with Oliver Cromwell. That's why during the Commonwealth, when they executed the king, Roger Williams went to England and everything and met with them. He even said radical things, like he would say, like, God did not give England the right to come and take these people's land. We must buy it. So some of the only land, well, a lot of land was sold, but some of the only legal, legitimate land purchases was Providence plantations. Roger Williams buying it off the Narragansett Indians, and he only could do it with the okay of the Narragansett Indians and the Wampanoags. Without the Wampanoags, he couldn't have bought it. But when he was 80 years old, during King Philip's War, when the Narragansett came through and their allies, the Nipmuc and everybody, they didn't kill him. They let him live. He was the only one. Everybody evacuated Providence but Roger Williams. He was 80 years old. They took him out of the house, and he said, I was great friends with Canunchut, your great sanctum, your war chief. And they says, we know, we respect you. You're an old, wise, good man, but we must burn your house. He's like, but Roger Williams was pissed. He was like I knew all your fathers. I was friends with all of your fathers. A lot of the men there knew Roger Williams, and they were a little kid. A lot of the native dudes, you know, because Roger Williams had a great relationship with the Narragansett, because the Narragansetts and the Wampanoag hated each other. If you're asking who the Wampanoag is, the Wampanoag Indians are the first Thanksgiving natives. They didn't like each other. They had to bond together at the end, but it was too late. King Philip, they call him. He was named after King Philip of Greece. He had a brother named Alexander, named after Alexander the Great. Their father was Senanacot. He was Massasoit. They called him the Great Leader. He was the native Sanction chief who gave the first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims. 57 years later, his son was at war with him, and his whole nation was ruined. Totally ruined. Sometimes being nice don't help. Doesn't help. You gotta, that's why King Philip tried to band all the natives together racially, which they should have done, but they can't. No, people can't do that because most people are just greedy and for themselves and they don't care. And Philip lost the war. Thank God for us English colonists, or who knows. Well, they couldn't have won that war. 40% of Philip's tribe was on the colonist side, so they had no choice. They had no chance. Gave a good fight, though. Double bad. Up to date with my woke culture, saying that these scene rats, they're probably tagged that rubbish on the streets, doing my family tree, right around with the kids. I've got some nice blankets for them. Blankets. That's mostly a myth, a lot of myths. So, like, a lot of people think it was like white versus native, and it wasn't. It was native and colonists versus other natives. And it was all people just fighting over land, human beings fighting over land. Before the colonists came, the Narragansett and the Wampanoag were killing each other like crazy. It's just the way it goes. People are always going to do stuff like that. Colonize, try to take people's shit. But some people, like Roger Williams, legally bought Providence. He purchased it off of the Narragansett. Let me grab this lady's scared. I got him, ma'am. That Communist Professor Award. Yes, yeah, there's a lot of things in the mainstream are put by lies. Think about this. The colonists, they wouldn't want to wipe out, at first when they went there, right? For the first 70 years, you're not going to want to wipe out all the natives. You need them. Without them, you got nothing. They couldn't, like I've told people before, neither Cortez or the English or anybody couldn't have defeated people without native help. They all had native allies and scouts. Cortez had more native troops than he did Spaniard troops. That's just a fact. The Plymouth colony had the Wampanoag as their best friends for years. For years, that they were their best friends. Say hi, boy. It was they were best friends and training partners, because when the English first came and the Dutch, when the whites first came to the North America, the natives were very happy about that. Here's why. People might say, wait a minute, why were they happy? Because now they can get guns, steel, and all kinds of trading goods and trades and fight their enemies. So a small tribe, let's say like the Nipmuc, that would be outnumbered, right? The Nipmuc are a very small tribe compared to the Wampanoag, right? But now you arm the Nipmuc, and now they're as strong as anybody, right? If they got weapons and you don't, if you got 50 guys and I got 10 with guns, who's gonna win? So a lot of those natives would fight with each other over friendship and trading rights with the Dutch. Like the Dutch would trade with the Mohawks and the Mohegans, and after the English took over New Amsterdam, New Holland, and came New York, they traded with the English. That's a big mistake King Philip made. He went to the Mohawk Indians and said, hey, maybe they'll help us fight the English. But he didn't know that they already sided with the Dutch lost fucking New York, and they actually ended up siding with the English, the Mohawks and the Mohegans. Ganks, what's up? It's a lot of cool history. Don't mind me talking history. I've been reading little history shorts and listening to a lot of historical podcasts at work. That's what I do. Love it. Jason, what's up, man? I need to, man, because my granny had 11 kids. 11 kids? Wow. That's a lot, man. Especially back then, they have a lot of kids. That's for sure. Like this whole area, like I said, this is all from the 1600s, this area. We got historical homes up there. Very historical area. I gotta give him a brushing later. But yeah, I'm waiting for fall weather. The leaves are not even turning yet. I see a couple of here and there, but we haven't had our first frost yet. Now, I really can't complain right now, but if it's 2 weeks from now and around Halloween and it's this hot, we go, you know, like, come on. That's not good. All right, what's up, Mikey? What's up, guys? I don't know if they came. They're deaf, man. I can't hear. Who's that running over there? Looks like my friend's ma running over in the thing. Yeah, Granny had 5. This old dude over here, I just tried to get his attention. He's reading something and he almost fell. I didn't want to film that, but he almost tripped. Because he's looking down reading something. Leftist screams, colonization, neocon right. Yeah, I don't like any of the neocons, Likud people or neocons over here, but I don't want to talk politics and shit on here. But everybody knows what's up with these fucking people. Mine 13. My great-grand-gramps family. Mental 13. I can't see in this fucking sun, man. And as you can see over here, it's all hills and valleys, man. The whole state. Hey, Sharon, how's it going? Yeah. Well, I styled his ears the way I wanted to. See, with the Dobermans, when you post their ears, you can, the way you tape them up. Stay still, Rocco. Hold on. You can swirl them, you know, put them in a swirl. There's all different ways you can do them. Every one of my dogs I did at their ears a little different. Claudia, what's up? You know, like what you do is you paste the top, you pull the top of the ear back, you can give it a swirl, you can make it flip over. There's a few different designs. How you doing, miss? Thank you very kindly, ma'am. Always get compliments about my dog. But there's all different ways. Any dog who gets their ears posted, you can, like they do it with the Great Danes a lot, especially with the show crop. There's 3 kinds of crop. There's military crop, which I hate on Dobermans. There's regular crop, which is this. And then there is show crop, which is longer than this. So if that was show crop, it would be much higher, his ears. They got 3 kinds. You got enough collars on them. Yeah, no, actually, I got his regular collar, that's reflector, his Seresto collar, and his, leash. And they're not spikes. They're flat prongs, and they don't hurt him, they don't choke him. As you can see, the design is he can't choke. It's just, when that's on, he knows not to, he's under more control. When you have a big dog like this and you take him in places, you have total control over him. Even let's say you're not paying attention and he smells something out of nowhere, and once in a blue moon he might try to like pull you for even a half a foot. He can't do that with this and won't even attempt to. Yeah, 5 big dogs. Oh, nice, nice. No, they can't, Deb. This global societies, AIs and all these taking jobs. There's no jobs for people to have those kinds of families, right? Like all these machines. Every time I see a garbage truck, I get sick. You know why? Because there's a machine on it picking up the garbage. You can employ 2 fucking men on that truck. Let's say the garbage company owns 30 trucks. Well, that's 2 guys a fucking truck. That's 60 men who now have a job in your city or in your town. I hate that. I hate even Stop and Shop and shit, the markets. Those little scan, I know they're quick for people, like my aunt loves them, you go in and they're quick, you know, but still, those are people that would be working that register. So these fucking computers are taking human jobs. Sorry, God created humans, he didn't create computers. And fucking jobs, I get technology, it's great, but you can't have that. when they're taking jobs. Don't let me get started with the Providence docks. Oh my God. Thousands of men don't have jobs because of those docks. Thousands of factories. I'm going to get into it, man. It pisses me off. Tracy, what's up, Tracy? How's it going? Just hanging out over on Manton Ave in Chalkstone. Took the dog for a nice little walk. How's it going? Yeah, he's a nice old guy. He's always complimenting my dog. But they can't hear with these cars. Oh, man. There used to be two guys. Yeah, no more. No more. And you know how many people that, like I said, let's say there's, I don't know, how many garbage companies in, let's say, one town, a garbage, I don't know about that shit, but how many garbage companies there are in a city, a state, or a town, and how many garbage trucks there are. 2 men just lost jobs, loses their jobs for that. I remember I knew kids who had garbage, their dads were garbage men and had nice houses, made a great living, man. You could back in the 80s, 70s, even early 90s. But the gentrification, the taking out mills and turning them into apartment complexes and all this stuff really destroys people. And it's man's greed, man. Like all those are people making those decisions to put those robots out there. Those are people making those fucking decisions. And they don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves and their family. They're gonna be rich for 5 generations. Not everybody else. See, humans not caring about the future of other humans. We must secure the existence of our people in a future for children, right? Fucking dummies. Watch. Hey, we're just stabilizing. Missed my Rottweiler. Oh, I had a Rottweiler. I loved my Rottweiler. Rottweilers are my second favorite dog. Any other dog besides a Doberman, I'd get a Rottweiler. If I got another dog besides a Dobie, it'd be a Rottweiler. All day long. Biggs, what's up? Calm, how's it going? That accent. Yeah. It's a Providence, Rhode Island accent. From Providence, Rhode Island. You can see I'm on Manton Avenue over here. Manton and Chalkstone. Worked her late shift in a mill. My mother worked in the mill. My grandmother worked in mills. My friends' Italian mothers worked in mills. Hey, we had so many, the mills we had more mills than any other state. Take care, friend. We had more mills than any other state in the country, and we're the smallest state. We have like 3 mills to a town, forget about it. More mills. Cuban B, my bro, what's up? Oh, lived in the New England area your whole life. Nice, man, nice. Yeah, me too. Providence, Rhode Island. From Johnston, Providence. Greater Providence area. Born in Providence. Moved to Johnston when I was in 3rd, 4th grade. Grew up in Johnston. Well, I always had family in Providence. And, well, this is Providence, and over there is Johnston, literally. All these towns, North Providence, Johnston, Cranston, they all border each other. I had a red Doberman. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, Griggs, many times about your red Dobie. I had red Dobies. You've seen the video of my dog Blitz. He was real smart. He was a genius, that dog. So smart. And a good dog. He attacked on command, but he was a good dog. He was friendly to people, as long as he wasn't told to attack anybody. And I wouldn't say attack guard dog, home protection and stuff like that. But I'm waiting for the nice, cool fall weather to come, you know? That's what I'm waiting for. Nice, cool fall weather. Ken, what's up? Another Connecticut native. Shout out to the great state of Connecticut. You should learn about the Pequot War. I've been listening about the Pequot War also. That region of New England, I'm very fascinated with the Native American and the colonists, or even before the colonists came and after the historical times of the 1600s, early 1700s of New England with the and Native American history and European history, of course. New Hampshire, nice, man. Yep, New Hampshire. It was started by Massachusetts people. New Hampshire. It was part of Massachusetts at first. And then I think it was called the Hampshire Colony, but that goes back to the 1600s also. I got attacked by a yellow jacket nest. Oh, shit. What, do you have a garden or something? Really, Griggs? Yeah, I'd love so. Scott, hell yeah. Well, I'm half Irish. My mother's Irish. Her people are from Northern Ireland, Ballymorey, but then they moved to Ulster. I always thought they were from Ulster, but I guess they moved there. Like we had cousins that moved there, but my family's originally from Ballymorey or something. It means something about two rivers. It's up in Northern Ireland. I'm half Irish, half Italian, 100% European American. Proud of it. Yeah, I love Scotland's awesome. I have cousins that are like Scottish. I got cousins that half Irish, half Italian, half Polish, half Portuguese, all that stuff. Teresa Marie, hashtag pals. What's going down, Young Guns? That was a great movie. Jewish and Lebanese, yes, and don't forget 1% Cherokee. 1% Cherokee. Go check out the Phoebe Tales video. And if you people haven't seen the video on Rumble, the organized stalking campaign, go check it out. It's on Skullbro. Mike, what's up, man? I'll make you famous. Yeah, that was great. Make you famous. William H. Bonney. A Trambo. Maybe next week. If Trambo's Playhouse is... I gotta check some Trambo Playhouse stuff, maybe. I gotta check some stuff. I gotta make up I got some hours this week, so. I sent a message to that, I'll leave it, I don't want to put it on here. But I'll show you shortly. You see the fruits of the labor! The fruits of your labor. Just get off the phone. Silas Driver, Waltz per Disney person. Imagine saying you got a driver named That reminds you of like a little, like some little weird English dude from like The Hobbit. Percy, right? Or something like that. I don't know, that's weird. Percy. That's funny. Use and watch Derry Girls. I never seen it. Derry Girls? About Derry, Derry City, Northern Ireland. Brody, what's up, man? Why can't I mod this motherfucker, man? There we go. Yeah, he's gorgeous. He's a beautiful dog. Hi, zit. Bene, sta. Buono. Good boy. Let's get the sleeper off your eye. Good boy. Yeah, in Ireland, yes. Derry City. Or as the Loyalists say, Londonderry. God bless the Loyalists and the Republicans. Gary, that hot weather continues long, once it's straight to summer. Yes, that's true. There's going to be two seasons. There's going to be straight hot summer to cold. But we don't get snow in my state no more, though. Don't let me start with the snow. I'll never shut up. Erin go brah. Percy sounds like you'd be one of the JT's twinks, ain't it? Tied up in a van. The guy's, Percy. That's a funny name, man. That's like an old, that's an old name. What's up, Maddie? I called my doctor a few minutes ago. Said I'm pre-diabetic, freaking out. Sweets, can't turn on palm bread. Well, make sure just eat right and stuff like that, you know. My aunt had it, they lived for years, you know. Just gotta, you gotta watch what you drink and all that stuff. Look at them looking at people. That's all. But I plan on doing some history streams too in a few weeks. I want to cover some of the colonists and the Native Americans and colonist things in Providence. I want to go to a few of these historical sites. Yeah, so yeah, you can reverse that, Ken's right. Believe in UFOs? I'm sure God created something else. I'm sure God might have created another planet out there. It's possible. But I don't know. But who knows, right? It's possible. God could have created some other life force out there, or some other life. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not that smart with it. Oh, with no one about. I did see that thing with what was his name, Travis something, the guy who got stolen and said he was stolen. He said he was kidnapped, I believe, from like a spaceship. Fire in the Sky. Remember that movie? Fire in the Sky. I would say that was the probably most convincing story I've ever heard when it comes to like UFO stuff. But then, man, the skeptic part of me is always saying, man, somebody has to, make up elaborate hoaxes and things. But there's got to be something out there, right? There's a lot of crazy stuff that can't be explained. Who knows? Maybe in our lifetime we'll see some little Martian. Some little fucking green guy pop out of a fucking flying saucer, piece of Tupperware, right? Look at that. Nice. Shit. That kid was good on that shit, man. You have to do that Margaritaville. Thank you. Shout out to Real Housewives of Margaritaville. Shout out to Kenny Buffett. And I know, it wasn't my fault. A great song. I love that song. Wasting away in margarita. That song's about him drinking a margarita, right? He's getting drunk on a margarita. Who the break? Hanzo was a green little guy. Who break? Who the break? You mean the guy from Flintstones? Kazoo? Yeah, Kazoo. He was a green little guy. That's who I think of when I think of a Martian, like from the Flintstones. That little Kazoo character. Biggs, my bro. Little Bam Bam assaulted him and shit. Busted his head. Oh, that's a nice bike. Just gotta finish my rosaries. Usually when I walk my dog, I do a lot of my rosaries when I walk the dog. Everyone has a cousin of mine. You mean Jiffy Buffett? Jimmy Buffett's song. Called Fred Dum Dum. Yeah, Fred Flintstone. And his wife Wilma. No, that's the Jetsons, man. That's the Jetsons. All right, I'm going to end this. Hey, God bless you all. Have a great one.